sexuality educator. Every day this month, I have been doing a video about one of the questions in my guide. Over 100 questions to ask your kids about sexuality. The guide is free, and if you don't have it, then you can download it. You can find the link either in the eye or down below in the description box. We've already had a question about pornography, but I really think that this is a topic that is worth coming back to more than once. So today I have another question about pornography for our teens, and it is, how do you think that pornography is different from sex in real life? So this question might be a continuation of the discussion that you started with the earlier question about pornography, or it may be an entirely separate discussion. It's really up to you and your kid. In other videos I've done about porn, I've talked about how it's this manufactured fantasy version of sex. Now, most teens have seen manufactured fantasy versions of real life activities many times. I often use the example of action movies with car chase scenes. When we watch something like The Fate of the Furious, we know that the way the characters are driving is not the same as the way people drive in real life, and it's not something that is meant to be emulated or copied. Porn is a little bit different. When teens watch a car chase scene, they have a context for what real life driving is like. I mean, depending on their age, they may be driving themselves. They have probably ridden in cars, and they have almost certainly seen cars being driven in real life, probably on a daily basis. Most teens don't have that same frame of reference for sex because in our culture, sex is something that we do privately. So even though your teen may understand, like, intellectually that porn is not the same as in real life sex, it doesn't mean that they really understand why it's different or how it's different. Now, I can't speak to all porn because there's a lot of it out there. There's a lot. But some of the general differences include the fact that a lot of porn actors don't have what we would consider average bodies. They tend to have larger than average penises. They often tend to have symmetrical labia, and that can happen either naturally or through surgery. They tend not to have body hair or pubic hair. They often don't have visible cellulite or stretch marks on their bodies either. Porn actors are often hired, at least in part, because they can perform interesting or somewhat unusual sex acts that a lot of people can't. Intense G-spot ejaculation, double penetration, fisting, deep throating, multiple orgasms. There's a lot of pre-camera production work that goes into filming scenes for pornography, just like any other film. There's a lot of makeup, there's special lighting, there are camera angles. There's also fluffing, which is an off-camera process where the actors get themselves aroused by masturbating, by engaging in foreplay. If they're going to be shooting a scene with anal penetration, for example, they will usually, maybe use a dildo or two or lots of lube to get their bodies ready so that when the cameras start rolling, they are ready to go. And finally, it's a performance. Now, do porn actors and models enjoy what they're doing? Yes. Are there times where they are genuinely aroused and having a great time? Yes, but at the same time, they're also being paid to create an experience for the audience, and so when they have to, there is going to be acting involved. Sex in real life isn't usually like sex in porn, and teens should know that that doesn't mean that real life sex can't be just as fun and just as arousing and just as awesome as it looks on screen, but they should know that if they are looking at porn as a way to figure out how to have sex, that's probably not the best way to go about it. If they're ready to become sexually active and they want to know how to have great sex, then one of the best ways that I know is to pay attention to what feels good emotionally, what feels good for them physically, and to also pay attention to what feels good for their partners. And pretty soon they will learn how to have fantastic sex. That's all for today. If you are enjoying this series, we still have a few videos left before the end of the month, so if you haven't subscribed, go ahead, click the subscribe button, and also click on the bell so that you get a notification every day when the new video comes out. That's all. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. I want your teens to have great sex. That is what I said. Obviously, I want them to wait until they're ready and the time is right, but if they are going to do it, I hope that they enjoy it. I feel the same way about my kid. When my kid is ready, I hope they enjoy sex. I hope they are safe. I hope they're responsible. I hope it feels great for them. Why would I want my kid to have bad sex?